Welcome to the discussion, folks. Today we're diving into the impressive background and multifaceted career of a leader in event production and technical innovation. We're talking about someone who's redefined how live, hybrid, and digital experiences are delivered.
Absolutely, and it's fascinating how one man has managed to integrate so many industries, from tech and live events to music and even community outreach.
Yeah, right. So let's start at the beginning. His contact details show how accessible he is, from his email addresses to professional social media profiles. It's clear the transparency really speaks to his proactive networking.
And it's essential nowadays to see those multiple contact channels. It actually builds trust with clients and collaborators.
Now, when we get into his character, it's evident that his priorities are all about creating safe, positive, and productive environments, which is a cornerstone for any high-performing team. That mindset really sets the tone for how he approaches every project.
And then there's his emphasis on listening and understanding. I mean, think about it. Effective communication paves the way not only for streamlined operations, but also for innovative, creative solutions.
Exactly. He also values taking responsibility and sharing credit. It's like he's saying, hey, team wins are team wins. This approach is perfect for industries where collaboration is key.
Plus the idea of supporting leadership. That's like having a coach who not only trains the team, but also makes sure the whole system shines.
Moving into his industry roles, it's striking how his expertise spans event production management, technical directing, contributing writing, subject matter expertise in workforce management, and even music and video production.
Yeah, really diverse.
It's like he's mastered a whole spectrum of creative and technical fields.
And when you see the client list, major brands like Amazon, Google, Spotify, and Mercedes-Benz, you know his work isn't just impressive, it's industry-changing.
Right on. His key achievements include, among many others, orchestrating Google I/O Tech Festivals, handling high-pressure productions like Dropbox conference events with celebrity keynote speakers, and even managing hybrid union crew logistics on a massive scale. It's almost as if he's part engineer, part conductor, and a whole lot of creative genius.
Sometimes I wonder though, isn't it a bit ambitious to claim expertise in so many areas? It almost feels like he stretched himself across too many specialties.
I see your point. But, think about it this way. His track record shows he's delivered measurable successes. For instance, his work with VMware's on-campus hybrid events wasn't just about technical delivery. It was about forecasting unforeseen challenges and crafting elegant solutions, like being a safety net for live innovation.
Fair enough. And it's not every day you see someone designing not just events, but entire experiential journeys, whether it's for STEM programs or digital art expos.
Absolutely. There's a great deal of creative and analytical skills at play here. His soft skills, like leadership, communication, analytical problem solving, and creative thinking, have been honed over decades. It's like a masterclass in managing both people and technology.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of technology, his technical skills are no joke either. From video production tools like TriCaster and Roland to LED and audio systems, his line card is impressively extensive.
That's right. And it's fascinating how he's bridged the gap between hands-on technical execution and big-picture event strategy. Imagine being in charge of not only creating the blueprint for an event, but also troubleshooting on the fly with technical know-how.
It's like, building a high-performance sports car from scratch and then racing it on a real track.
Yeah, exactly. And he's done it across multiple platforms, be it live, virtual, or hybrid events. His portfolio is filled with successes like the Synbio Beta conference in healthcare, which combined live and online elements, or events like E3, where the stakes and complexities are super high.
Right, and his volunteer work and board memberships round out his profile nicely. It's not just about making a profit, It's about making a positive impact on communities and industries.
Yep, precisely. His engagement in community outreach, from leading volunteer organizations to supporting educational initiatives, illustrates a deep commitment beyond just the business world.
You could say it's the perfect balance of professional excellence and social responsibility.
Let's also touch on his career trajectory. Starting off in software and trade shows, moving into the music industry, then transitioning into event services, it's almost like a narrative of reinvention.
Right. I mean, his journey really underscores the idea that expertise can evolve. From managing trade shows at CES and Comdex to crafting memorable musical moments, he's built a bridge between technology and creativity.
Exactly. And his era, called the Dark Age, is particularly intriguing. It's the period when he faced uncertainty, a transitional phase, before emerging as a leading figure in event services. It reminds me of those moments in a film where the hero's at a low point before the big breakthrough.
I get that. Yeah, that critical turning point often fuels innovation. You can see how resilience from those days informs his current business strategies at XTRA LLC.
Right on. And speaking of XTRA LLC, his role as CEO founder there is just the tip of the iceberg. He's been involved in everything from technical and creative event production to strategic business development.
Exactly. And let's not forget his business skills: contract negotiation, vendor management, and marketing operations. These are complex areas that he handles like a seasoned pro. It's like having a Swiss Army knife in a world of single-function tools.
And his technical certifications, like OSHA 30 and several LED system certifications, are a testament to his dedication to mastering the nuances of event tech.
Right. It's pretty amazing how all these elements come together to create events that are not only logistically sound, but also creatively spectacular.
Absolutely. It all circles back to his core belief in fostering environments that prioritize team safety, empowerment, and creativity. That
Definitely.
philosophy really permeates his every endeavor.
And this idea of making your leadership look good, while it might sound self-serving at first, actually speaks volumes about his team-first mentality. Would you agree that it's all about elevating the collective success?
Yes, indeed. It's like when a captain makes sure every crew member is recognized, because ultimately, the whole ship sails together.
But I'd like to challenge that a bit. Do you think it ever risks diluting his focus if he's handling such diverse projects?
That's a fair point. I mean, with such a broad scope, there can be distractions. But his history shows he's consistently delivered on major projects, whether it's for Walmart-like expectations or intimate community events. It's like being a chef who can whip up a gourmet feast and still nail simple home cooking.
Got it. And his involvement on boards for organizations like StarQuiz.ai and even volunteer work demonstrates that he values continuous learning and contribution regardless of scale.
Precisely. Plus, his integration of evolving technologies, bringing in digital solutions, mobile platforms, and cloud-based event management shows a forward-thinking mindset that mitigates the risks of spreading too thin.
Exactly. Yeah. And that adaptability is crucial in an industry that's constantly evolving, right? It's almost like surfing a wave. You have to stay agile and keep your balance.
Right. And his technical prowess shines through with his proficiency across an extensive array of hardware and software. It's not every day you see such a detailed line card. It's like a tech encyclopedia for event production.
Indeed. And let's not overlook the strategic partnerships and client relationships he's built over the years. Working with giants like Cisco, PayPal, and Deloitte must have required a delicate balance of expertise and negotiation skills.
Absolutely, and his achievements with high-profile events, like those featuring Michelle Obama or groundbreaking displays at CES, really underscore his ability to deliver under pressure. It's like every event tells a story of triumph, innovation, and a little risk-taking.
Yep, spot on. All in all, it's clear this leader, with his rich background from the tech to the music industry and beyond, is shaping the future of event production. A true testament to what happens when creative passion meets technical mastery.